Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. My name is Misty and today we're going to be doing a bit of a laid back approach. We're just going to be playing a couple of games. This isn't a review. There will be a review coming of this tank later on. Just in case you don't know, the tank is the T69 American medium tank. It's the one with the autoloader and I love it. I really do. The gun on it is... you fire gold, you've got like 1,000,000 penetration and... Okay, well it's not 1,000,000, it's like 300. So quick check. Penetration 250. Okay, it's a little off. Just a little. 250 millimeters with gold. With standard ammo, you've only got 173. But it's fairly quick. I mean, it's a pretty nippy tank. So you can flank them easily and unload a lot of damage, which you will see at the moment. Not so much me flanking, but people being stupid and letting me get away with things. And that was a very lucky bounce there. This tank isn't all that well armored. But like I said, I will be doing a review of this tank, hopefully in the next couple of days. So I'll go through that with you guys. But for now, let's just enjoy the game and, you know, a bit of a demonstration, a bit of a pre-roll as to what this tank can do. And then after this, I've got some footage of the British Tier 7 medium, the Comet. And I hate that tank with a burning passion. Passion that rivals the sun. It's such a bad tank. And I know some people have done fantastic in it. Quickie Baby springs to mind, but I just don't like it. It's probably me playing it wrong. I'm just not a good friend with it. But and that one hadn't bounced. We might have been able to kill him there, but that's what this tank can do. 716 damage in what, 6 seconds? That's a lot of damage done quickly because the AMX was daft and gave us his side, and we just unloaded a clip. And if that last shell hadn't bounced, we would have easily done 900 damage, could well have rolled high and killed him, and that would have been one clip kill. And the low, there's too many of these in the game. As you guys might know, I cannot pronounce it. The low, I'm just going to call it the low. Gave the Cybers turret, and then the last one I went a bit low and hit the track on the other side of the tank. Didn't track him though, just crit hit him, but still 2 penetrations again. That's 515 damage done to the low. So far we've done 1,200 damage, and we've pretty much bullied this side of the map on our own because we don't have any support over here. Trying to creep out again, using these bushes just to be cheeky really, and just wait for the reload, and off we go again. Low keeps turning his turret, we'll keep going to shoot him, but the AMX, well, you know, he probably got fed up after what we did to him a minute ago. So I repair my tracks and I get stuck on the rocks. I don't know how, because I drove over them without a problem. But my ammo rack went now. That's the AMX hit me a second time, took out the ammo rack, and without a repair kit, I'm in a world of hurt. So backed up there and ate another shot into the tracks. But now I know what French autoloader feels. I got like a 53-second reload on this gun now. Yeah, it's not nice. So I'm sort of twiddling my thumbs here a bit, waiting for that reload. And as you can see, the other side of the map is starting to get beaten down. The center has been pushed by the enemy. But I think that Wonder Tractor's... That's sorry, I call him the Wonder Tractor. The RHMBWT, the new German tank destroyers. It's the Wonder Tractors. As you guys have seen with the low, I'm not very good with pronouncing German words, and I apologize to everyone in Germany. If you want to give me some lessons, I'm happy to learn. But until that time, it's going to be called the Wonder Tractor. So anyway, we didn't do all that much damage there to the low, but we managed to ninja the kill with 53 damage on our last shell. It's a bit of a waste, especially considering the massive reload we got now. But we've cleared out this side of the map, so we can now safely push over into the middle. And I believe that's what I'm going to do. Yep, there we go. Off I trot. This tank isn't fully upgraded. At the time of this recording, I believe I still only had the first engine, so it can get a bit more nippy. And I've got the second one now, and it is an improvement. You wouldn't think it from the stats. It's only an extra 40 horsepower, I think, but it is a noticeable difference when you're playing. So yeah, I'm hoping someone's going to sort of be daft and try and poke the hill, and then I was thinking, right, I'll flank, and then I remembered, oh wait, no. There was going to be a tank destroyer sitting on that cliff face at the back, and that might cause me problems. Perhaps I should come this way and try and support the people in the middle of the map. Now keep an eye on that Wonder Tractor. He's going to play a big part in the game from here on out, and especially at the end. demonstrating how powerful that tank is, and I will have to get one, I think, just to show you guys firsthand how strong those Wonder Tractors are. So I'm looking for some shots, and then I see a Jagdpanther coming down the center, coming down the far side, sorry. And I think, right, gotta have them. But I know the accuracy's terrible. This gun, not the most accurate, but well, we get your fingers crossed here. Fly true, shell, and fly true it does. That was pretty much dead straight. And it's another low health execution, but I'm not gonna complain. 3 kills, you know, bring them on. If anyone wants to come to me at low health, I'll happily shoot them. Damaged ammo rack or not. Now, it becomes a bit of a stalemate here. I realise I can't really drive up there and just unload shells at people because there's still a tank destroyer unaccounted for at the back of the map. And the T-34 there, and I think I get hit by both of those, I'm going to be in real problems. Ignore the chat. There's some idiot there trolling away. People like that should be immediately banned. There's no excuse for that sort of behaviour. So we'll ignore him. He's clearly an immature child, and see if we can take out this T-34 instead. So I don't believe I've been spotted, but I don't have Sixth Sense, and apparently I have been spotted. And god damn you, artillery! I no idea how he only did 40 damage to me, because it sounded like he hit the tank. In fact, I think that is the hole in the front of the tank there, so I do not know how he only did 40 damage and didn't crit hit anything. But obviously, my relationship with artillery is not good, so I bail off the edge. Because the next one isn't going to do 40 damage to me, that's for sure. So, still cautious of that T-34 now, but we are being capped. And off goes Mr. Wonder Tractor with his 4 kills already. Man modes it into there. He's a good player, and well, he shows it. To be honest, he does carry this game. I'm gonna put my hands up and say I didn't really do all that much. I've done a decent amount of damage, but trying to catch that cupola there. I'm not sure why I was aiming for the second one. That looked like I was shooting dead into the turret, which is daft. Now he doesn't know that I don't have a working ammo rack, because if he did, he'd just wander down here and punch me in the face. He could quite literally get out of his tank and punch me in the face. That's how long a reload I have. Anyhow, I shouldn't complain too much. The French AMX 5100, I believe, at this tier. Yeah, they have this sort of length reload on their own. So, here comes the T-34. I have nothing. I'm still got 20 seconds to reload. Tried to angle, but I couldn't get enough, and I wouldn't have bounced it anyway. And Mr. Wonder Tractor to the rescue again. What a legend. Although I might have been able to circle the T-34 long enough, but I wouldn't want to have chanced it. So there's me trying to ping on the map to say, look, we'll split up, go different directions. I'm going to come this way and try and hug the cliff and get him to turn his gun and let the Wonder Tractor get a free shot. But there may have been a mix-up in communications. Perhaps he didn't quite understand what I was saying, but he comes the same way as me anyway. And at this point, I don't really want to turn around now, because well, we want to stick together, not get picked off, but at the same point we need to flank, try and attack at the same time. So I think it's probably best off, because he's not on the headset or anything with me. I'm just going to stick with him, and well, we're just going to have to jump him and hope we can get a kill. I don't know why it's lagging so much, guys. If you're getting this lag, if it's in the recording, I apologize for it. I think the computer needs a bit of a kick. It's fine when I'm playing it. So we're looking for the ARL. We think he's still camped at the corner. He's got 2 kills, so we shouldn't take him too lightly. It's had some people have mentioned the XVM, and do I judge people on it? No, I don't. Other than the ones who have, like, you know, 1 rating, 20,000 games, you can pretty much tell they're a bot. But other than that, if you've got any sort of rating above 10, I'm going to give you at least an ounce of respect. You never underestimate your opponent, because it'll always backfire. And it did end. We thought he might be camping, but it turns out he isn't. He's actually gone for the attack, so I'm going to fast forward here, because we're literally just driving around the map now. So we were told by the T-29 to cap, and we could well have got away with it. But it's a free kill. To be honest, the 2 of us, 1 of him, good chance of getting the kill. It says 2 captures, but I'm fairly sure there's not. I'm very, very, very sure about this, that there is only one guy left. So I try to stay behind the ridgeline here, get behind the bushes, make sure I can't be spotted until I get close enough. Doesn't matter though, the one that tractor spots him. Good shot off. I get the side. And boom. Another kill. 3-in-1 match on 1,898 damage. It's not bad. See what I do in the next one. Alright, here's another game. We're playing as top tier. I'm in a platoon with two of my friends, Atheon and Gubbins. If you've watched the Terraria, Gubbins is in there. Atheon has only ever been in the World of Tanks. But we're going to try and dominate in our medium team. Some of you may be thinking the FCM 50T isn't actually medium, it's a heavy. And technically you'd be right. But if it looks like a heavy, it sounds like a heavy, but it acts like a medium, I'm gonna call it a medium, really. It's got no armor, it's fast, it's got a rapid fire gun. The only heavy thing about it is the fact that it's huge. So it's pretty much medium, and we keep bullying Gubbins about that. But yeah, it's a medium, guys, as most French tanks are. I don't think the French have a heavy tank after their tier 4s. Which, oddly enough, the light tanks in tier 4 are more heavy tanks than the heavies. Which is a bit strange. So, we're going to come up to the north now. In the center, sorry. Aiming towards the north, trying to pressure people. And the KV-13 here being a bit brave. I'm not sure where he's heading off to. But he's got a bit of a surprise as he comes on the corner. Gets tracked there by a clanmate. And, right, well, let's just unload the whole clip into him then, shall we? Have that. Goodbye. There's the first kill, and that's probably the easiest kill you are ever going to get. Jagdpanther took a pot shot there at a teammate. And T-34-85's come around the corner to try and have some fun as well. I, unfortunately, am reloading here. I reloaded the clip because I'd used 2 of my shells, and I prefer to have a full clip at all times. It's just easier. You can just unload everything at once and get some damage out quicker. There's no point firing 1 or 2 shells in this tank. Takes away the whole point of having an autoloader. So, I'm cautious of that Jagdpanther, but I think he's backed off, and then right, he's been spotted over the other side, so I can move out now, put 2 shots into this guy. Unfortunately, one just goes a bit low and hits the rock face. And I'm contemplating reloading here, but I see he's come back and is just sitting there. Not too worried about his gun. Don't think it's all that great. Put another shot in. You know, he's only got 140, I think it is, around that area penetration. I should be able to see in the bottom left down corner, guys, there. You can see the mod pack telling me what guns are used. But, yeah, he bounced off us, but we unfortunately missed the other shot. And then I realized there's a big lump of heavy tanks sitting in the middle here. Shitting in the middle. They've been there for a while if they are. Yeah, sorry about that. Sitting in the middle. You'd think being British I'd be good at speaking English, but apparently not. So, reloaded, and, well, if they're going to give me their size, I'm not going to say no. And just basically hold on the fire button. But the Jagdtiger comes out. Jagdtiger. Tiger 2. I'm getting too carried away, you guys. The Tiger 2 comes running around the corner to take a shot. And I get punished quite badly there. And Gubbins decides to block me because he's an evil man. He had a day or two where he would just block me at every opportunity. Completely unintentional, also he claims. But he never normally blocks me, and then just 2 days in a row he was just non-stop. Every match would be blocking me. So I think I may have done something to upset him. Maybe I stole a kill off him. Who knows? So anyway, yeah, we've done 1,346 damage so far, which it's not bad. You know, medium tank, but we are top tier, so we want to do a bit more than that, especially as we've only got 1 kill. So we've reloaded now. We're looking around, seeing if anything's going to come coming over that top center part. Up off the ridge line, but there's nothing there, so, well, I'm going to poke around here and take some shots. Atheon just picks up a kill there. The IS-3's come around. I'm going to let Atheon take this shot. He fires. Oop, then I noticed the Tiger 2's coming around, being brave. Firing into the flywheel there, trying to track him. I'm not sure whether he did get tracked or not, to be honest. There was too many explosions, but it doesn't matter. He gets killed. Atheon picks up a 3rd kill. And we've done over 2,000 damage now. So I've got 1 clip left, and I'm thinking, well, I'm close enough. I may as well take a pot shot. Hits the gun on the Tigers 2 corpse. So that was unfortunate. It's one of those 1 in a million shots. But we've got to go another reload. 22 seconds about, I think it was there. So not a long reload as long as you don't get ammo racked. Don't be ammo racked, guys. Save your repair kits for the ammo rack, unless being tracked is literally getting you shot to death. The only time you should use repair kits and the tracks out, really. That's what I learned from that first game. So, autoloader, we're on cleanup duty now. There's 2 kills in quick succession. See a T21 sitting over there. That's another kill. And this is what I love about autoloaders. I just picked up 4 kills in 4 shots in 8 seconds. That is why I love this tank, and it is quickly becoming one of my favorite tanks. It's up there with the T29 and the T32. Oddly enough, I'm loving the American tanks at the moment, and despising the British, which is a bit daft, seeing as I should have some sort of home field enjoyment being British. I should like the British tanks, but no, they're all a bit meh. Wow. Okay, if anyone else saw that, the Indian Panther YOLO'd off a cliff face. I'm trying to get my Top Gun here, and somebody bounced, and I managed to get it. Oh, cheeky little ARL behind us, think. I am panicking now, KV. But it doesn't matter. He gets hit again. I managed to sneak in the last shot and get the 7th kill with 2,946 damage done. And basically 4 kills in 8 seconds. I mean, that's really impressive. And you point to another tank that isn't an autoloader that could do that. I don't think you'll find one. Well, unless you're really low tier. Because that's the main strength of an autoloader tank. And especially one with such a quick reload, you can get yourself into those situations and just fire off 1 shell at a time. You may not have that high alpha, but if they're low enough like that, just execute them off and you quickly remove 4 damaging opponents out of the game, and their guns can't be used now because they're dead. And that can really change the flow of a game, and that's why I love this tank. So, after 2 fantastic games, we're going to go on to the dreaded Comet. Like I said before, people can do well in it, and hats off to them, but I hate that tank. It's just terrible. So yeah, we're going to look at it, and if you hear me crying, it's because I'm remembering all the bad games. Alright guys, this one's from a 7v7 team battle. We had a couple of these in a row. I'm trying to force myself to grind through the Comet because I really like the look of the Centurions. They might actually be a British tank that I like, especially the Centurion 7-1, the tier 9. Looks like a really good tank, really playing to my sort of style. I like that quick movement. Always been a fan of quick everything. Played fighting games, Tekken for example. I really like the fast characters rather than the big power ones that can do lots of damage. I prefer the quick ones, you can just bully people down. That's why I like these tanks. And the Cromwell, the tank before this one, the tier 6 medium, really enjoyed that tank. I got on really well with it because it was so quick and nippy. And the gun was good at that tier. Not so much at this. The Comet doesn't really get an upgraded gun. It gets like 3 extra penetration. It's just, it's not worth mentioning. It's actually a waste of XP and credits. If you didn't have to unlock it, I probably wouldn't have bothered. But unfortunately, you need to get it to get to the Centurion Mark 1. But anyway, on to the match. I'll complain about this when I do a review of it. So, I've noticed now they're all aiming down towards the Tiger II. So I sneak around and I use the quick fire of this gun. If nothing else, it does have good rate of fire on it to punish the Ferdinand. I stay a little too long and eat a shot from the IS-3, but I'm just going to pause that quickly so you can see how bad the armor is on this tank. I mean, that sort of angle, the IS-3 was shooting me from here, basically. That sort of angle. Any other tank with any sort of decent armoring would have bounced straight off at that sort of angle. That's a proper extreme angle. Comet, no. In all honesty, I'm actually surprised that didn't do some sort of crit damage. I'm constantly losing my gun, the driver, something like that has been knocked out every shot. So, I'm complaining again. Right. Anyway, less complaining, more shooting. We poke back out. IS-3 still spotted with the Tiger II, so we know he's there, but we're worried about the Ferdinand. That's why I didn't drive out there. I think the Ferdinand's going to be sitting there and waiting to shoot at me. And I was right. If you see, look, I'm looking over the top of the building. He's still aiming at that corner. So I'm just sitting here waiting. Right, he's moved, he's turned his gun. Let's get back out there and shoot someone in the side again. And this is what you have to do to be successful in the Comet, really, especially in a 7v7 like this. Just take your opportunities, let your allies draw them out, and use the rate of fire in this gun to get a couple of shots off before they can shoot back. 2 shots, and that was a bit of an instinct thing. I realised the Ferdinand is probably going to be looking at me again. And he wasn't actually spotted because of the ridge. But as he turned to look at me, he got spotted, and I pulled back just in time. And that's just, again, a feel for the tank. I think driving so many matches in it. And that's a free kill. Good little execution there, the Ferdinand. And another shot on the IS-3, and pull back. See, some able to get 2 shots off, maybe even 3 between their shots. I don't want to chance the third, though. At least not right now. But the IS-3 is starting to angle towards me a bit, and didn't fully aim there. Shot the floor. And that went into the side plated armor that's been flattened out. You know, most tanks would go through there, but the 143mm of penetration, not really going through that. And that one went well wide. But he's aiming at me, but I'm not too worried. Like I said, he's got a longer reload than me by quite an amount, so I tracked him. Pop back out because he's turned his gun again. That one goes in, and the Tiger 2 down the road finishes him off. So now I'm going to use the pretty decent speed on this tank. In fairness, it's not slow, it just takes a while getting up to any sort of speed. And God, if you hit something, you know, it's a tank. I think it makes short work of a small bush, but apparently not. You touch anything and this tank loses speed so badly. The Tiger 2's telling me to cap. This isn't a full clan team battle, so he's been a bit silly. We can win without the cap. Let's go get some extra damage. So instead of capping, I flank around the bottom here. But I'm not even sure I'm going to get there, to be honest. Atheon and Gubbins have been doing well, bullying down the 2 opponents in the middle of the map. Will I get a shot off? Ooh, tasty. Oh, never mind. Because the back of American tanks are known for being highly armored. Wait a second. So that's how bad the Comet's gun is. It will actually bounce off the back of an American tank, which are known for having absolutely no armor whatsoever on the back of them. Yay! Go Comet! So, can I get a shot off? No, Atheon steals it. And I take a pot shot at Atheon because, well, he knows the rules. You steal a kill from a Comet, you pay the price. This tank's so bad, if you manage to get kills, someone shouldn't steal them from you. It's just rude. Unfortunately, I did that in another match later on. I bounced off the front of him because his gun's so bad. So, yeah, that's the video for the day. Just a bit of fun, showing you a bit of footage. You know, giving you a heads up of which tanks are coming in the future. This is probably something I'll do while I'm grinding through certain tanks. I'll put up a little preview of them. You can just have a look at a couple of games, how they perform, and then I'll do a full review later on, so you can guys get a bit more in-depth information and some actual tactics you can use in the matches. And I'll go in a bit more in depth later on with those. Other than that, hopefully I will be putting up another video tonight. It's going to be on Minecraft, maybe. I'm looking to start a couple more series in the future, so keep an eye out for those. They're not going to be World of Tanks related. I do have some good plans for World of Tanks. I'm going to be doing some gameplay styles for the tank trees. So, for example, the British medium tank tree from tier 4 up till tier 10. Assuming I ever get to tier 10. I tend to switch tanks so often I'm stuck at tier 8 for most of them. But when I do get to tier 10, I'm going to start doing that so you can get a half hour's look at every tank in the row. So, you know, it'll be 5 minutes a tank, whatever. You can get a feel for each tank and how they perform and the best ways to play them to maximize your XP to get from 1 to 10 as quick as possible. So that's going to come way into the future, I think. You know, a couple of weeks for that at least. But yeah, look out for Minecraft 1 going up not too long after this video. Hopefully you guys will be enjoying that. I've put a bit of effort into that one. And I hope you guys like it. So, I shall see you guys next time. Bye-bye.